Hey, what's good, YouTube? This Life with Big Al once again. This video is about how to buy a truck cash. Time frame within a 2-year time frame. Just gonna talk to you about what works for me and how I did it. The truck that I got is a 1999 Freightliner Classic. I paid $8,000 for the truck. I bought it back in 2017. I ran it for a year and a half, and now it's time to do a rebuild on the engine. So basically, I'm going to rebuild the engine. I'm going to repaint the truck, pretty much rehab it. But I paid $8,000 for the truck initially, and then I put tires on it, changed out some hoses. Probably spent about $3 or $4 in doing small repairs to it to get it road ready, DOT'd and everything. So after that, that's when like I said, I ran it for a year and a half, and I probably made 30 times the original price that I paid for it. So the truck is paid for itself, so I'm going to invest more money into it and just keep it going. Now, here's the deal. Now, this is how you can buy a truck cash and pay cash money for it in 2 years. Okay, what you do is you need to, first thing to do, you got to do is you got to start an LLC up, and you're gonna need an office space or a virtual office. Start your LLC. You're gonna need a business license. Get your EIN number. Open up a bank account, a checking account. Now, wherever you're working at right now, what you want to do is you want to deposit $125 a week into that business checking account, which equals out to about $500 a month, $250 bi-weekly, however you want to do it. So that's $6,000 a year, $12,000 in 2 years. So now, once you save that money, now you can go out and look for a cash truck. And there's plenty of deals out here. I mean, Facebook Marketplace is a gold mine. Craigslist, just riding around your local area where you live at, it's a gold mine. So basically, there's plenty of trucks out here in the $8,000 range, $10,000 range, or whatever. But the best time to buy a truck is going to be between the months of October and December, when the year is slowing down and the year is ending. Guys are retiring. People just want to sell stuff. Money gets tight around this time of the year. So October to December, that's the time where you want to be looking. You want to get on Facebook Marketplace and look at private sellers that got cash trucks. Now, keep in mind, you want to go into this with the mindset that you're going to rebuild this truck from top to bottom. You're going to rebuild this truck. You're going to buy it, rebuild the engine. You're going to redo the suspension, put new tires on it, and redo the motor. The top 3 engines you want to stick with is going to be a Cummins, a Cat, or a Detroit Series 60. Those are 3 main motors you want to stick with. 06 and below, 2006 and below trucks is what you want to look at. So basically, the city where I live in Atlanta, Georgia. So basically, you can buy a truck for $8,000, knowing that you might not know much about this truck. You can run this truck here locally. You can pull containers, rail freight, intermodal freight, that's what they call it. You can do that and keep the truck fairly close by, so that way you get a feel for the truck and get to know the truck, and you can make small repairs to it while you working it. Okay, doing intermodal freight, rail freight, you should be able to make anywhere from $1,800 to $2,500 a week take home. Now, what you do is, if you do that for 6 months and you just bought this $8,000 truck, $10,000 truck, and you signed it on with a company, you leased on to a container company or any other company, you can pull rail freight. You do that for 6 months. Now what you do is you put up, let's say, $500 a week, which is $2,000 a month. So in 6 months, you got $12,000 stacked up. Now what you're gonna do with that $12,000 is you're gonna go buy your turbo, your injectors, and your in-frame kit. Buy all your parts for your in-frame and rebuilding your engine. And you should have about maybe $5,000 in labor, depending on what kind of engine you got. So basically, within that 6 months, you're going to buy all your parts, From there, you're going to take it to a shop, get that engine rebuilt. So now you got a brand new engine. That's the heart of the truck. And you normally take about 2-3 weeks for them to do that. Good shop to do that. So that's pretty much 2 years. You work the job, or you work wherever you're at. You're a company driver. You stacked your money up. You got $12,000. Then you took that truck, put it on with a company, and then from there, you saved your money up for 6 months, bought all your parts, and you rebuilt your engine, and pretty much you got a decent truck, a good foundation to start with. From after that, you run that truck another 6 months, then you rebuild your suspension, replace your kingpin, your shocks, airbags, whatever it is that you got. Just run through it, replace all that stuff. Okay. Then from there, you run another 6 months. Then what you do is you repaint the truck, take it to a paint shop, get that truck repainted, and now you have a brand new truck, and you probably will be about at 30 grand, 35 grand, and there's no financing. You pretty much built it as you went along. So it's not like you went to a dealership and just kicked out $30,000 all at one time. Over time, you built this truck, and you did it the easiest way possible. So that's how you buy a truck. That's how you buy a truck. That's the way to do it. That's the way I did it. And right now, I'm in a rental truck right now until my truck gets rebuilt, get the frame done. It's gonna run me about 17 grand. I got a Cat 3406 with a 13-speed 99 Freightliner Classic. Another thing is this truck. Like I said, I paid 8 grand for it. What I did to it, I got it road ready. And as I drove this truck within that year and a half, I put a new grill on it, new lights, 7-inch stacks, legacy gold seats. I changed the floor to wood floor, put some chrome vents on the interior, got brand new tires on it, new brakes, new suspension, new shocks, new airbags, new airlines. I pretty much replaced everything on the outside and the suspension. So right now what we're doing is we're going to in-frame it, and it's going to have a new turbo, new injectors. That's about 17 grand. So once that's done, I'm going to come back, I'm going to repaint it. And that's going to be, it's pretty much going to be a brand new truck. And I'm going to document every bit of it, and you guys will see that. Also, I got tires for sale. They start at about $270 a tire. Look at the link below. It'll have all that information on there where you can apply. I also finance tires. So if you're coming through the Atlanta area, I can meet up with you. We can put tires in the back of your trailer. It's a whole set. So you can get pre-approved today. And whenever you come through Atlanta, I can meet up with you, and I can load you up with some brand new tires. The way the financing work is you apply real quick. It's an instant approval. You have to pay like maybe $53 deposit if you get approved. And from there, it's like 90 days, same as cash. And you got your new tires. I sell the tires. I'm the man you need to talk to about the tires. But anyway, y'all have a good one. That's my take on how to buy a truck cash. That's how I did it, and that's how you could do it too. That's it. All right, guys. So basically, you see the truck right here. This is when I first bought it. Like I said, I paid 8 grand for it. I switched the grill, the steering wheel, the stacks. Just did a basic oil change. Switched the seats. Added a bumper. Added some lights. Added LED marker lights on the fenders. Added new tires. Added wood floor. It just really went in and did my thing with it. You can see the wood floor right there. Put an inverter in it. Chrome tail lights on the back. Mud flaps. And this is just how I rebuilt this truck, pretty much, what you see right here. And you can do the same thing too. I mean, it's just a real easy process. So just imagine when this truck gets painted, man, it's going to be like amazing. It's going to be super amazing. And that's pretty much it.